the 9th PRISM Award, so aptly named Public Relations in the Service of Mankind. The awards are conferred in recognition of the contributions of the public relations professionals in communicating with the public. I'm told that in PR, you need 3 qualities: EQ, IQ, and GQ. Emotional quotient, intelligence quotient, and glamour quotient. But in reality, it is far from being a glamorous profession. I have witnessed this firsthand, that the real work is challenging. I should know I'm in MICA, which is the public relations body for the government. In fact, in this internet age, when information travels at the speed of email, blogs, and SMSs, PR practitioners work under tremendous pressure each day to provide clear and consistent messaging for internal and external stakeholders. During the economically good times, public relations representation is highly sought after by companies of all sizes. However, when there is an economic downturn, public relations professionals have a tough time convincing management to continue with their PR and communications efforts. Many people do not realize that practices that maximize profitability during good times are the same practices that help maximize profits or minimize losses during downturns. A strategic public relations campaign can strengthen a company's position and competitive edge during a weak economy. During a downturn, if there is a crisis of confidence in a company, only a company with the shrewdest PR strategies and the most creative approach to dealing with their stakeholders will survive. Obviously, Arthur Anderson didn't know this. Many companies now realize the importance of a clear, consistent communication strategy and the need to plan before any crisis. And as I understand it, PR professionals also play an important part in educating their management about the need for communications. A recent survey of the profession by the IPRS and the Singapore Polytechnic showed that PR has come a long way from when the PR's job was merely issuing media releases to being a key consultant in organizations that are serious about communicating with their key stakeholders in an honest, transparent, and consistent manner. But the PR profession has still some way to go in being recognized for the value it adds to an organization, as 31% of the respondents in that survey still felt that there was a lack of acceptance of PR as a vital role. Public relations is certainly not a function to be ramped up only during a crisis. Public relations works only if an organization is prepared prior to the start of a crisis. Last year, Singapore saw its share of crisis from corporate governance issues of the NKF and China Aviation Oil to national issues such as dengue and the bird flu scare. I'm sure that PR professionals will study these case examples to pick up key learning points about public relations and communications. Let me move to the bird flu crisis that governments around the world are now concerned with. Although Singapore is free from bird flu, efforts are currently underway to prepare Singaporeans for the possible bird flu crisis. Like most countries worldwide, Singapore has strengthened its defenses as the disease continues to spread to more and more countries. We are widely recognized for our high standards of public health and hygiene. With globalization, the current bird flu outbreaks in any other country may trigger the next global flu pandemic. Singapore has put in place a flu pandemic preparedness and response plan that will enable us to respond swiftly and activate public health measures to protect all Singaporeans and visitors. Many of these health measures are already in place. For example, enhanced disease surveillance capabilities, increased isolation facilities in hospitals, and stockpiles of antiviral drugs. If required, we can complement these with border control measures so as to help reduce the risk of spread of influenza or bird flu to Singapore. Besides these measures, a good communications plan must also be in place. As demonstrated in SARS, accurate and up-to-date information disseminated in a transparent manner has proved to be effective to calm nerves and reduce panic. So how do we handle public communications for a possible bird flu situation? Firstly, we have to provide information to educate our people, manage public concerns and fear of the unknown. Information on how citizens can protect themselves, what should be done in one suspects of infection, how preventive or containment procedures may affect their daily activities and so on must be made clear. Since last year, we have issued leaflets on bird flu and have set up websites which are the basic tools of information dissemination. Information is vital. People's need for information in a crisis is almost as great as their need for actual assistance. Secondly, communications should be well coordinated to ensure that the messages sent to the public are coherent, clear, and consistent. My ministry, the Ministry of Information, Communications and Arts, has been working hand in hand with all public sector agencies in coordinating the messages and information releases for effective communications. In a crisis, public communications requires a high level of professionalism. This is also true for all PR efforts. We must constantly aim to raise the level of PR professionalism in Singapore. Then we will be the pace setter for standards in this profession, and we will be able to attract young Singaporeans to take up public relations and public communications as a profession and not just a job. By raising the standing of the industry in Singapore, we will also be able to attract international businesses to engage our PR companies. We should aim to become a regional hub for the PR industry and a key component in the global PR network. I read The Economist dated 21st January 2006 that the spending on PR services in America has reached US $3.7 billion last year. The public relations, media, advertising sector in Singapore is also very important. According to the Hudson Report, January to March 06, these companies have the highest business expectations, with 56% forecasting increased hiring, a sharp rise from 44% in the previous quarter. This is due to increased marketing activity in sectors such as banking, manufacturing, and IT, and also due to the government's initiative in developing Singapore as a media hub. In this connection, I applaud IPRS for introducing the IPRS accreditation scheme. Singapore is one of the first regional PR associations to introduce the IPRS accreditation scheme in the year 2000. The accreditation program will raise the level of professionalism of public relations practice in Singapore. It is a measure of the public relations practitioners' experience and competence in the field. It enables employers to assess the suitability of applicants for the job. It also ensures that the pool of public relations talent in Singapore is credible and professional. The IPRS accreditation scheme is a distinctive recognition of PR professionals who have demonstrated strategic thinking, broad knowledge, and experience in the field, and at the same time exhibited high standards of professionalism, commitment to the profession, and code of ethics. Formal certification provides recognition for established and experienced PR professionals. For the public sector, the Public Relations Academy under my ministry trains officers in information management and government communication to raise the level of professionalism. I am therefore glad that Singapore as a whole will see further improvement in this important area of public relations and communications. On this note, I congratulate the 18 recipients of the accreditation certificate this evening. You join the growing pool of accredited PR professionals in Singapore practicing under a common code of ethics. Finally, it is also heartening to know that many entries for the PRISM Awards were submitted by a large cross-section of private firms, MNCs, and government bodies. My heartiest congratulations to all award winners this evening. I am confident that IPRS and the PR industry will continue to grow and take its place among the best in the world as the profession establishes and enhances its role in this region. I wish all of you a pleasant evening. Thank you.